Hey guys, I am coming to you from my car because it is baseball season and this seems to be where I am most of the time. So I just decided if I want to make any videos, I'm just gonna have to do it where I am. So here we go. We're gonna do it from the car and I'm going to be doing a review of Animal Kingdom Lodge. All right, so our last Disney trip, we stayed at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge and we stayed at Jambo House. We have stayed at Kidani in the past, but this time we stayed at Jambo House and we loved it. So this is actually our second time at Jambo House and I have had an excellent experience both times. But I highly recommend it. So you know my overall view right there. If you want to stop now, you know I like it. But let me tell you why I like it and just more about it. And I'll tell you some cons to the resort as well, because every resort has a few cons, even though I do feel like this one has more pros than cons. But first, we ended up getting 2 rooms because we're a larger family and we do not fit in one room. They do not have 5th sleeper rooms like some of the other resorts, so you can only sleep 4 people to a room, and there's 6 of us. So we definitely needed 2 rooms, but I actually really enjoy getting 2 rooms anymore. I much prefer that than cramming into one room. Even if it's one that sleeps 6 people, I would rather be in 2 rooms because you have more bathroom space, you just have more space overall, and it makes for a more enjoyable experience. I also can put, some of the kids to bed, and then if we want to stay up later, we can. So that gives us a lot of options.
Murals. I like the little baskets. And then this is what the headboards look like, which I love the way the light comes out from behind them and it really lights up the room really well. It's this little fun piece. I just love all the details they put into these rooms. They're so fun. That's that light up there. Oh, and I just spotted a hidden Mickey. I was looking earlier and couldn't find any, and there is one right there. So we have a hidden Mickey. There looks like there's several on there. And then the animals are out here, but it's kind of dark and you can't see yet. There's some like little white birds. I can't remember what they're called. But yesterday there was a giraffe and zebra.
We booked resort view. Yes, I believe they were just standard resort view rooms. I didn't book anything fancy, but we still had Savannah view rooms. And every time I have booked at Jambo House and gotten a standard room, we had views of the Savannah. Now we do have like a little corral thing, which was in front of our little balcony there. And I think that's why it's considered resort view instead of Savannah view. But the animals still roam all around there and you can see them just fine. So I personally don't feel like it's worth paying the additional cost for Savannah View when you can get that with the standard view. And I've paid for Savannah View before, and yeah, I didn't really see any more or less animals. So I feel like they're pretty much the same. So that worked out really well. We were on the 2nd floor, I believe, and it is just one above the Savannah. There's no floors below you. And last time we were on the 3rd floor, and I will say you can see more actually from the 3rd floor than you can the 2nd floor. I don't really know that there's any way to control what floor you get put on, but if you ever get there and you did want to request to be on the 3rd or 4th floor, I do feel like you actually have a better view of the animals than you do at the 2nd floor. Just something about being that much higher to be able to look kind of down at them. It was interesting. I didn't expect it to be that different in viewing. Let's talk about a few cons of staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge. One is you are pretty far from all of the theme parks except for Animal Kingdom. You are like literally next door to Animal Kingdom and it's like 2 minutes. But because you are so far from like Magic Kingdom and Epcot and Hollywood Studios, those buses, especially Magic Kingdom, the buses to get there can take a little bit of time. So, I mean, it can end up being like 20, even 30 minutes before you can get to Magic Kingdom, which if that's where you plan on spending most of your time and you're used to staying at a Magic Kingdom resort, that can definitely be a downside because it does feel really far when you're used to being really close. If you're not as uptight about that though, the resort itself is just so beautiful and so wonderful. It's worth spending a little extra travel time to get to Magic Kingdom. It also makes like going back and forth a little hard, which we don't do as much as our kids get older, but especially when the kids are younger, a lot of times we would split up and the older kids would stay and the little kids would go back. And it does make that a little harder to do when you're at Animal Kingdom Lodge, because you need to take the bus and it is such a drive. Now, you don't have to take a bus if you have your own car, and that can definitely speed up some things. We've had a car before when we stayed at Kidani, we had a car. And yeah, it really helps if you don't have to wait on the bus, because you can just drive straight there, and so it makes travel time a lot less. But if you're relying on the buses, it can take more time. You could always do an Uber, or they have like the minivan system, but we've never done that for our family. I didn't like the idea of having to split into 2 cars and just the extra logistics of kind of figuring it out. I just didn't even want to mess with it. So we usually just did the bus, or if we have our vehicle, we drive. Another downside to this resort is it is really big, which, I mean, it's not a terrible thing, but at the end of the day, when you are tired, if you are at the very end of the hallway, it is a really long walk. Luckily, we have always been fairly close to the lobby, so we have not had to walk all the way to the end. But we have walked it before when we were just exploring the resort, and it is quite a walk. And I could see being at the end of the day when you were tired, that being a little bit annoying. But again, all the resorts have something that's not great about them. And once you get into your room, and especially if you have the Savannah view, it's kind of worth the walk. So, and I think they're bigger, like the 3-bedroom suite and the 2-bedroom suites are at the end of the hall. So if you plan on booking one of those, probably plan on walking, because you will probably have to walk quite a bit to get down there. I would say though, that is probably the only downsides to this resort. I guess along with the walking thing is like where we were over on, I'll show a map and I'll circle, but we were here on the map, and then like the quick service and everything is way down there, and that is a really long walk in the morning if you're just wanting to grab some coffee and a pastry or something. So that is kind of frustrating, because even at All Star, you know, the cafeteria is just like right there, so it's super easy to just pop in and get a coffee and a pastry. So I would say that was a little bit of a downside. But when you're taking a slower morning, it is not too bad. I would go and get my coffee and a little breakfast or something, because I tended to wake up before the rest of my family. Of course, they stayed super late, and a couple of the nights I went back to the room in bed earlier than they did, so that's probably why. But I was able to get my stuff and then just go sit at a viewing spot of the Savannah and just enjoy the view. And so that was really nice and peaceful. I've also gotten stuff and then sat in the lobby early in the morning, because the lobby is, especially at Christmas time, it is beautiful, and it was just very enjoyable just to be able to sit and enjoy the atmosphere. So that's kind of what I did, since it's such a long walk. And then I was able to be a little closer, so I could go back and get like a refill of coffee if I wanted. But again, that would be another downside, is it is not the most convenient to run go get a coffee and food. Now, talking about food though, they have some excellent restaurants there. Their quick service is very good. The theming is fun. It feels very zoo-like, but the kids love it. It was fun, and the food is good. The 2 restaurants, the one restaurant, is it Boma? Oh goodness, I cannot remember the name. I will put the name on here because I'll have to look it up when I'm done filming this. It is very good. It is a buffet, and it was excellent. Excellent food. The service was great. The views are nice. We were sitting by a window and you could just see a nice view, but it is just kind of like a garden, and then there was like the walkway. So it's not animal views. For some reason, I thought that restaurant used to have animal views, but I don't know if they changed that or if I just had a bad memory. But no animal views, but it is still a pretty view if you're near a window. If you're not near a window, then you really can't see out at all. But the whole theming of that restaurant is really fun. It's connected right there to the lobby, so it's kind of that same vibe and feeling, and it's very nice. Kidani has another restaurant, and then they have kind of like a bar slash restaurant, and I have not eaten at either of those, so I can't really say much about that. But the bar slash restaurant that's there above the one, it's like almost like a two-tiered thing. I'll kind of show maybe a video here of kind of what it looks like. And so it's just right there, so the vibe of that place is very similar, because it's kind of connected in a way. They have an excellent gift shop, fun things, and it's a really big one. Lots of animal zoo type themed things, but then also the definitely like Disney things. They have a pretty good food selection to pick if you're wanting to buy like some food for your room. It is Disney priced, so ordering groceries would still probably be the better value. But if you're just wanting something quick and it's there, they do have stuff, even like some frozen foods and stuff. Our rooms did not have kitchens in them, but I'm trying to remember. There was a little fridge and a coffee maker, no microwave though or anything. But we were just in a standard room. We did not get any of the like villas. The villas have little kitchenettes or full kitchens in them. When we stayed at Kidani, we were in a 1-bedroom villa, and we had a full kitchen with like a full-size fridge and everything. So, you know, that just depends on the rooms you're in, but we were not. I like the full kitchens, but I never really want to cook. We pretty much just do breakfast in the room, so I don't really need a full kitchen. I just don't really use it. All right, let's talk about the pool. The pool is huge, absolutely huge. You can't even walk all the way around the pool. You actually have to go out of the gates and walk all the way around and into another gate to get to the pool, because it's so big and like just flowing everywhere, which is good and bad, because if you go to one side and the kids get in and then they swim all the way to the other side, you can't just walk right around. You have to actually leave the gated area and go all the way around and come in the other gated area, but it's fine. I could have just gotten in the pool with them, but it was a little cold for me to go swimming. I like it to be a little warmer for me to swim. But the pool is big, has a really nice water slide. The kids loved the water slide. And then it has 2 hot tubs, and both the hot tubs are wonderful. The setting around the hot tubs is wonderful. You kind of feel like you're in the middle of the jungle, and it's super fun and cool. They also have like a little splash pad area that's, I wouldn't even say it's a splash pad. It's more like a little toddler pool. Like, it's just super shallow little pool for them to sit in. And I don't remember there being any like water spraying or anything. So just like a little shallow kiddie pool. Then they have a super nice gym. So if you're into working out while you're at Disney World, other than all the walking you do, they have a very, very nice gym. And then inside the gym there, which is also by the hot tubs, they also have a very nice like restroom slash sauna area. So there's like a sauna, there's showers, changing rooms, lockers. It's very, very nice. So that is probably one of the best setups I've seen at a Disney resort for kind of like a workout slash sauna area. I don't remember the other resorts having that I have been to. Maybe I just missed it, but I don't remember them having that. I do know Animal Kingdom Lodge is one of the newer deluxe resorts. Oh goodness, what is the name? I'm totally blanking. Riviera. Riviera is newer. But other than the Riviera, I think Animal Kingdom Lodge might be their newest deluxe, if you take away that. So that could be why they have a nicer system like that. It was probably more of a thing when they built it than with the others. But yeah, the whole pool area, sauna, workout room, it is wonderful. All right, guys, so that is pretty much my review. Overall, we absolutely love this resort. It is one of our favorite resorts, and the kids love it. Everyone loves it. It's just so fun and has something for everyone. So I hope you guys get to maybe stay there one day, and I would love to hear how you like it. I will see you all in my next video. Bye. You're tripping. Oh yeah, look, it comes out at the cave. Alright, we gotta go up here.
dinosaurs. I wish we knew so we could tell him hi. I see him.
Oh, by the way, the Amber shows health very good.
Yeah, they do.
What's the playhouse name?
I don't know what their names are.
I know their names.
They tell you if it's at the resort or not.
But it's probably at the what?